I wish I was born in the 80s, man. I was born in like the early to mid 2000s. I wish I was born in the 80s. Why? Because my teenage years would have been in the 90s. I would have had some time in the 2000s while I'm young as well. And I just feel like everyone was happier back then. I feel like life was better. I feel like we've got to the point where this modern technology is not making us better. Like, everyone's just always on their phone. I go anywhere, I have friends come over, we're like drinking, I go to the bar, you know, I'm chilling in class, I'm chilling at the library, I'm chilling at a restaurant. Everyone is just always glued to their phones non-stop. And like, everyone's trying to act cool. Like, everyone's so obsessed with being cool because of like social media. I wish I was born in the 80s. If I grew up in the 90s, as a teen in the 90s, going to the arcade, doing real stuff, you know, everyone was healthier back then, like not just mentally, but like physically. We're all fat now. Like, I genuinely wish I was born back then. And I mean, I try to live like I was born back then. Sometimes I'll tell my boys like, yo, let's all hang out, no phones. I've deleted Snapchat and Instagram off my phone. I still have it on the iPad, but I've got it off the phone. I just think like we should live life like we were born in the 80s, even though we're younger. Like, try not to be as reliant on technology, because I just feel like it lowers. Whenever I had Snapchat on my phone, I was a chronic like checking Snapchat, seeing what everyone was doing, seeing who snapped me, you know. I got that buzz. It felt like a drug. I just had to pick it up and just check. I had like private stories. I was chronically posting on the private stories. Like, when I first deleted it, I kept getting the urge like, ooh, let me put this on my private story. Like, ooh, the clean ass car. Ooh, this, that. Like, that's just not the way we're supposed to be living, bro. I feel like I just wasn't as happy. I wasn't depressed, but I wasn't as happy when I was on all that social media. And there's so many times when I'm hanging out with people and I'm looking around, I'm like, man, I just want to talk to y'all, bro. Like, and y'all are on the phone. Another reason I wish I was born in the 80s is like, life was just more affordable back then. Like, the inflation that we've had since the 60s and since the 80s is insane. Like, back then, a whole family could survive off of one salary that was like not even like a college educated salary. Like, one guy, the father gets a job at the factory, and you know, the family was just doing fine. Like, that was the time, man. Like, getting a house, like, you get a 2-story house, like the average person could get a 2-story house in their 20s, definitely in their 30s, but in their 20s, bro. And everyone's so depressed now. And like, this goes back to the whole social media thing. I really believe it's a social media. And then like, everyone's fat now. When you're fat, like, you're not gonna be as happy, like, because you're not your best self, you know. Mental health was much better. There's no phone addictions, bro. The cars, the music, everything was so cool back then, man. It's not the same anymore. I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but I saw like the movies, what I've heard, I've seen videos. That would have been so cool, man. I really like, I am so like anti like social media. Ironic, right? Because I'm on YouTube right now, but at least like YouTube's a little bit more beneficial. I feel like it's just like caring what everyone else thinks, like checking up, like knowing, you shouldn't know what like 100 other people are doing in their lives. Like, you shouldn't know like what Becky from Snap in Ohio is up to. Like, that's just not how we were meant to be. I wish we lived in the moment, man. I wish we lived in the moment. What do y'all think? It's been your boy, Big Brother Jake. I wish we lived in the 80s, man. In the 90s, bruh. Who knows? Maybe 20 years from now, this will be the good times. It probably will be the good times. And your social media addiction.